Hello, my name is Todd Scrima, and I'm President and CEO of Summit Funding Incorporated. Thanks for taking a minute out of your time to watch this video about what it means to be an underwriter in Summit Funding, so we can give you a little more context into the job. I think it's a nice way to be able to view something and say, hey, this is something I think I'm interested in based on some basic information, or I think I'm going to pass. So my goal here is just to give you an overview for about 5 minutes or so about what the position is and what it's like working for Summit, and a little bit about the company. So let me start. I started the company 19 years ago. Last year we were 38th in the nation as far as volume done by a private mortgage banker, so right at 1,000 employees, so we're not the smallest company and we're not the largest company. All we do is retail mortgage banking, so we originate, process, close, and service home loans. We service right at $2 billion in mortgage loans today. We're Ginnie, Fannie, Freddie seller servicers, and so there's no more higher designations that you can get than that. About 50% of the loans that we do, we end up servicing, and about 50% we still sell to investors. What I can tell you about some other details, the position as far as underwriter, there's really 3 locations that you have your choice of. Summit operates in 30 states with 80 offices. This year in volume we'll do about $3.5 billion in retail mortgage loans, and it's all 1 to 4 unit single family homes. Our product mix, we do about 45% government loans, and then the rest being conventional and jumbo loans. And we operate in just about every market you could think of, from a small market like a Cincinnati to a super jumbo market like a San Francisco. And we are East Coast to West Coast. And so that's a little bit about the company. As far as where you'd be working, so this is the interesting part. Summit is 100% paperless, 100% paperless. We use Encompass Banker for our software, and we're 100% paperless. So these positions, yes, our corporate office is in Sacramento, California. We have another fulfillment site in San Jose, California. You can work in one of our retail branches across the nation, or you can work from home, which is fairly new to us, about a year old, but we have about 7 underwriters working from home, and it works great. So what that looks like is, let's say that someone starts at Summit and they want to be an underwriter. They'll come to Sacramento for 1 to 2 weeks of training, and then let's say they work from home or they work in a branch. You'll have a manager at the corporate office, an underwriting manager that you report up to, and then you'll end up coming to Sacramento probably 2 times, 3 times a year for meetings, and the rest of the time you're either in the branch or you're working from home. And so we do this because it really allows us to expand our footprint, and we've had great success with it. We found that some people, they prefer working inside a retail branch, or they, because of a lot of reasons, they like to work from home. Or maybe they want to work for Summit, but we don't have an office close to them, for an example. I just had a great meeting. I was traveling around the globe, and I met with one of our remote underwriters in Idaho, and she says, Todd, this is the best job I've ever had. And I said, why do you say that? She says, well, I'm able to manage my own schedule. I love the people I work with. I love being assigned to certain branches and developing those relationships, and it's just way different than I've ever worked before. So it really does work well for a lot of people. As far as when the position is open, I'm recording this in May of 2015, and we're looking to fill right now about 12 underwriting positions. We are a growing company. We try not to grow too fast. Our goal is 20% a year. Unfortunately, when you look at what's happening with the market, it's been growing faster than that. And so we just need to add some positions to get our underwriting turn times down. Right now, we are 5 days in underwriting as I record this, 5 days in underwriting for purchases, and that's the longest we've ever been ever. So we have some real needs. When people watch this, they wonder, well, is this company going to hire me? And I know our industry is famous for then letting go. Summit's had 2 layoffs in 19 years. I hesitate saying this, but I don't think we've ever laid off an underwriter ever. We just don't buy into that model of hire and then lay off, hire and then lay off. So if there's a company that does that right or has that right, it's us. We've been profitable every year for 19 years. I think that's important. We have 3 or 4 times the amount of capital that we need to run a company our size. So I say that out loud because a lot of people people are like, hey, am I going to go to work for a company and then, they're going to go out of business? We're not looking to sell. I run the company. I'm 44 years old. I got 3 small children, so I'm not really going anywhere. I love what I do. So, I just say some of these things on this video because I think they're common questions, and they should be. Summit is 84% of our loans that we close are purchases. So our main clients are realtors and home builders. And so what that means to you is we don't have a ton of that up and down spiking that happens in the mortgage industry. For example, with a company that does mostly refis. When you look at last year, for example, 76%, 74% of all loans done in America were refi. And in Summit, 84% of our loans were purchase. So, and it's always been that way. We've always done 80+% purchase, and it's something that is ingrained in our culture, and it's just what we do. So that's, in the big picture, guys, I want you to watch this video. People always say, what are people that would do well in Summit and people that wouldn't? What we look for is super high character. That's very important to us. Moral fiber, okay? Knowing the difference between right and wrong. Drive, we tend to hire super ambitious people. And I think that's, people always walk around our office, they're like, you guys are just kind of crazy. And there's just an excitement that exudes from us. And that's because of the people that we hire. And then job skills, of course. So we're looking for DE underwriters. We're looking for VA underwriters. We're looking for underwriters that specialize in jumbo. There's probably not a product, USDA underwriters. There's probably not a product niche that we don't hire to. And so those are 3 things that we look for. Things that we wouldn't hire, things that would preclude someone from employment or be hard to hire here. If they've skipped around a lot on jobs, that's something that shows us maybe they don't want a long-term fit, or maybe it's always the company's fault on why they're not successful. Someone who has really bad character, and that can show up in a number of different ways. We do call all your references, your business references, and say, hey, what was it like working with them? Those kind of things are important to us. Dysfunctional people don't do well in our culture. People that are just kind of super, super crazy. I tell people we get to pick our business family, and so we pick them wisely. We just want people that are super committed, down to earth, and driven. There's a saying, there's a business playbook that we use to tell people what our business plan is, and the main thing it says across the top is, why do we exist? And it's to change people's lives. And that's really at the heart of everything we do. We've proven that we can make a lot of money. We've proven that we can grow when we want to. What we're really interested in is changing your life. And I really want your life to be better working for this company than it would be working for another company. And so there's a lot that goes behind that, but most of what goes behind that is a heart, and knowing that you're a valued person and that you're not just a number. And so we call it Fortune 500 family. And that saying just says, hey, we're here as one big happy family. We support and love each other, and that's just how we act. And I think it's one of the main reasons for the continued success that we have. So if you're interested in this, I would love to look at your resume. Of course, it wouldn't be me personally. Some of the leaders in our organization would be Chris Ringrose, who oversees all of mortgage banking, Annette Battaglia is one of our regional underwriting managers, and there's others that they'll actually be looking at your resume and giving you a call and saying, hey, let's do an interview. You do a phone interview, and then if we love you, we'll fly you in, and let's spend some time together and really get to know each other. Thanks for listening to this video. I hope you apply. Make it a great day.